This is Love Life Horoscope Tarot reading for Aries for March 21st to April 4th, 2022. I've already pulled and meditated on your first spread, and you're about to have something pay off for you here. Pretty quick, there's something right around the corner. But first, it's this energy of you needing to revisit something from your past, like some sort of idea that had you stumped. Something needs to be finished here with this Two of Wands. And with the Hermit, it's looking like you're at that place now that when you look at something from the past, you're looking at it from a higher perspective. You know, you're wiser. It's like you'll find the answers that you didn't see before. I'm also getting this sensation that you may have gone into isolation as you've been working on whatever you've been working on. But let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles for you. It's right in front of you, right about to pay off. For you, reverence. For what's about to pay off, humility. This is about you looking at a small kind of insignificant thing, but giving it reverence. It's like you got past a certain problem in the past that you may have had in terms of whatever you were working on. But once you go back and look at that, as small and as insignificant as it is, you're finding something in it that is about to pay off big for you. You're seeing some sort of star that you didn't see before. It's interesting. Let's clarify the Hermit. What are you seeing that you didn't see before? This isn't a love reading, at least not yet, but it's like there's something to do with money paying off for you, something that you've been working towards. Let's clarify this Hermit. Eight of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Swords. It's a very logical solution. It's like this truth that you're seeing. It's kind of, all of a sudden, it's like everything gets moving into motion, like a lot of fast movement from this one insignificant thing in the past. Like there's a truth here, but it's you having to go back and look at something that you've already made the judgment call on. Let's clarify this Queen of Swords. For this past thing, wasted time. For you now, conflicts. Yeah, something that you stopped wasting your time on. It's kind of like back then you didn't have the perspective, the wisdom that you have now. You're kind of at that point where you're seeing a conflict, like it's like that energy where something is coming back to the surface, right? It's something that needs your attention, because if you don't get back to this past problem, if you let it sit the way it was, it's almost hindering you from achieving what you want to achieve. Like something here needs your attention. Something in terms of what you're doing. The payoff is right around the corner. Things are going to start moving very quickly. You're going to see this truth that you may have given up on in the past, but now it's kind of like you're at that point where you need to look at this again. What is this? Actually, let's clarify the Seven of Wands, or the Seven of Pentacles. What is about to pay off for you? Let's try to isolate what this issue is. Seven of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Lovers. The Lovers. It's kind of like this energy that is... Let's clarify this Lovers before we continue. This doesn't feel like a love reading. For you, hospitality. For them, helpfulness. There was someone helping you. Someone that you needed help from. It's almost like Seven of Pentacles. You're looking down at this problem. It seems like a small issue, but if you give it the proper attention, the results are huge. But with the Seven of Swords, it's almost like you feel it's a waste of time to look back at this. Whatever it is, it's it's something to do with this idealism. Like it's kind of like this idealism towards relationships. Not sure if I'm fully grasping this. Let's continue on with the Two of Wands. It's almost like you have to look back at someone that was in your energy at the time that you didn't understand what you were dealing with. It's kind of like you have to revisit the past, but it's to do with somebody was in your energy perhaps at the time that you put a band-aid on this whatever problem it was. It's like, to me, it feels like something mathematical or something analytical. The Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords. Perhaps you were entertaining somebody else and you didn't have the time to really look for the right solution. Let's clarify this Two of Wands. The Three of Wands. Towards the future now. The Two of Swords. Yeah, you have to, and the Queen of Pentacles. If you want to start moving towards the future, you have to look at the past here. It's that energy where you want to go towards the future, but it's kind of blocked here. It's like you have to do some considering. You have to consider what was left behind. Compromise and look to the past because you're unable to move forward here. Let's clarify this. Let's clarify the Two of Swords. For you, kindliness. For the past, goodness. It's something to do with valuing the past, because like kindliness is great, but it's superficial. Goodness actually has a value to it because there's an element of tangibility, right? Like you did something good for somebody. You painted their fence, right? That's good. Kindness is like, nodding to someone when you're passing them on the street. It's kind of like there's something very tangible that is in your past, that is like you're in this place to revisit it, to look at it. I'm really wondering what the Lovers is here, because it doesn't feel like a love reading, but it's kind of like when you were solving this problem, whatever it was, it feels analytical. It's kind of like you cheated yourself out of finding a real solution because you were driven towards, perhaps you were dating somebody or something like that was happening. Like your focus was more on a hospitality, entertaining. What is your biggest strength here at this time in regard to solving this problem? What is your biggest strength? The King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Your biggest strength is going back towards the past, looking at some sort of celebration, some joyful moment. It's kind of like that's the time indicator. There was something going on in your energy. You were partying, you were social. It's kind of like you're blinded by that. But that's where the solution lies. That's where you get the grounding towards what you need to focus on here, pay attention to. If you're somebody like me that keeps track of everything they do by date, then you might be able to revisit that. If you can remember some good time that you had where you were almost putting work on the sideline because you were having so much fun. That's where your prosperity lies. Because something is about to pay off if you can figure out what this is. Let's clarify this King of Pentacles. For you, submission. For this time period, altruism. Yeah, you were submitting to partying. And it's funny because I felt you being very much isolated here. So that this should be easy to track for you. Because it's like you were selfless. You engaged in hospitality, helpfulness, social dynamics that you normally don't. Interesting. In the extended, we'll look into it's hard to find the questions because these are all random questions and most of the readings are to do with somebody, but this is more of a situation for you. Okay, we'll ask, what is a message for your highest good? What does the universe require from you before you're able to solve this problem, or find the solution to this? What steps should you be taking towards a solution at this time? And what's the biggest obstacle that's come between you and finding this solution? I hope I remember those. Is the universe require? What is the message? What steps? Yeah, what's the biggest obstacle? All right, the link for the extended is down below. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you the best of your choices. Much love.